Okay, section 2, module 1, section 2. This is about the training and apprenticeship process for electricians. Now, if you're interested in joining an apprenticeship, I think it's an incredible opportunity. It'll change your life, it'll change mine. We'll get into this one. This was going to be short and sweet. We're going to talk about the Department of Labor requirements for the apprenticeship, and we're going to describe a few types of training in the electrical field. Um, just to get a little bit more understanding of the apprenticeship and training process. The apprenticeship in the IBEW is a 5-year process. And let's start at the top. Top of the pay scale, that is. Yeah, pay for an electrician is top of the pay scale for all of the construction occupations. Now, it's close to the top. It's not the number one top dog. There are a couple of trades that get paid more than us electricians, but, electricians are still, we still do our thing. We're up there. For example, the operators. Operators get paid more than electricians. It's pretty tough, I heard, to get in the operators union. This is what I heard. Who else gets paid more? Pipe fitters. Pipe fitters get paid more than electricians. Yeah, but that's all just about where it stops. There's not too many other trades that can claim a higher wage than an electrician. U.S. Department of Labor offices of apprenticeship, they set the minimum standards for training programs across the country, union or non-union. They set the minimum standards, and the union, they definitely exceed those minimums. Minimums has never really been our forte. An electrical apprenticeship typically requires 4 years of training. Here in Lake County, Local 697, it is a 5-year training experience, and it is an experience, including 576 classroom hours and 8,000 on-the-job learning hours. As I said before, in Local 697 and IBEW, minimums are not their forte. So classroom hours required for the 5 years of training, and the on-the-job hours required for the apprenticeship in the union are much higher than the numbers you see here. A record of each trainee's progress must be maintained in a registry system, and that is for both non-union and union. Let's go see here. In a competency-based program, there's a couple different types of training, or a traditional training program, and then there's NCCER. Now, NCCER is competency based, and that means the training got to demonstrate the skill presented in each module of training, kind of like what you're doing now. We're going to go through a lab. Once I teach you a skill, you have to demonstrate that skill, whether it be physically or logically, but you have to demonstrate that you learned that lesson, as opposed to just taking in the knowledge and hoping that it stuck. In a traditional program, the required on-the-job learning may be acquired in increments of 2,000 hours a year, which is true to the IBW apprenticeship is 10,000 hours, and 5 years is 2,000 hours. Every 1,000 hours, which is 6 months, you get a raise, which is awesome. And every 2,000 hours, you increase to the next level, getting closer and closer to journeyman status. In a competency-based program, it may be possible to shorten your time by testing out of specific tasks through a series of performance exams. The IBW also has this opportunity, and you can test right into journeyman status, or you could possibly test it to a higher level apprentice. You don't necessarily have to start at first year. If you have the necessary occupational history, and you can demonstrate a certain level of skill, then sure, why not? Let's wrap things up with trade terms. That wasn't so bad, huh? On the job learning, job related learning an apprentice acquires while working under a supervision of journey level workers, such as a journeyman. I don't know if they call them journey women or not, or if they're journeymen. I don't know. Anyway, they're also called on the job training. It's pretty self-explanatory, right? You can't make that term up too bad. Pretty easy. And it's the only term in this section, which is lucky for you. The NCCER Electrical Training Program applies DOL, Department of Labor, standards, and is a what kind of program? How long is this program? 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year program. NCCER's Electrical Training Program. Well, if they apply the DOL standards, they have a minimum standard of 4 years, right? We went over that. That was just a few slides ago. It's only 13 slides in this thing, or less. Let's see if it's 4. Ooh, 4 years. You got it right. All right, question number 2 and the final question of the module. Entry into the apprenticeship program is likely to require a general aptitude test battery form test, a license, a scholastic aptitude test, OSHA 40-hour course. Ooh. In order to get in the apprenticeship program, is likely to require what? You need a license to get in there? I don't think so. A scholastic aptitude test? Ooh, that sounds kind of... OSHA 40-hour course. Well, you got to take a course to get it in the course? I don't know if that's right. Looks like B and D doesn't make too much sense. This A and C are both aptitude tests. Which one is it? Can you tell me which one it is? A or C? I know some of you are picking C. I know some of you are picking A. We didn't mention what kind of aptitude test you have to take. Which one did you get? It's in the book. Did you go over the course yet? Go over the classwork yet? I'll tell you, okay? Booyah, it's A. It's a general aptitude test battery form test. That is defined in the book. So go read the lesson. We'll see you on the next slide section.